Mikey Garcia here. Just want to remind you and recommend the fighter training stack. Helps you improve your speed, recovery, and if you want to take your training to that next level, like all the world champions and like myself, then I suggest you take on the fighter training stack by Snack.
Hey everybody, Marcos Villegas here in Las Vegas, being joined with Jarrell, Big Baby Miller. And Jarrell, thanks for doing this interview with us. I know it's been a crazy past few months, man. I'm just gonna go ahead and let you speak your mind and speak your heart over everything that transpired in the last few months.
Yeah, man. You know, it's a lot of miscommunication. Just wrong information. Nothing was intentional. Dealing with an injury, I wanted to be 100% from my fight. Everything that was released in the media, prematurely was just wrong information. Nothing was a testosterone boost. None of that was an anabolic steroid. It was something that does help with a ligament tear, and I had bone spurts in my elbow that I've been dealing with since the Johan Duhapis fight that promoters knew about it and stuff like that. But it was just the wrong homework on the medical side that I didn't do to do my homework. And everybody knew about my injury, but people sometimes when it's dirt being thrown, everybody moves out the way and let one person take it. I'm trying to say, but I'm the fighter. I'll take it. I'll deal with it. But when I come back, I know who my true friends are and who's really fighting for Big Baby and who's on the Big Baby team.
Okay, you released a video that you said, hey, I messed up. But you mentioned that there was wrong reports. So what was wrong and what is right? Because from what we've seen in the reports, you failed 3 drug tests.
Correct. It wasn't 3 drug tests. It was 2 drug tests. The first drug test was the one I originally failed of, which is GW1516, that we knew it came from a tainted supplement. Now,
what supplement was that?
We're still figuring out because it's in the labs right now. Yeah. The crazy part about it is when I failed that, I was the one that asked to get the second drug test. They said, oh, no, there's no reason to because you failed the first one. The fighter's already out the window. I said, no, I still want to get drug tests. When they drug test me for the second one, that's when the HGH is. So I'm the one that shot myself in the foot. A lot of people even know about that because they wasn't even going to do the second drug test. It was when the second drug test came out, that's when the HGH and EPO came out, which is in a proprietary blend for the symptoms for my elbow. So it was like, damn, I messed up 2 drug tests. I know I did 1. But I gotta take the blame for 2. So I'm trying to say in some way. So it hurts because when you're really a real person and you wear your heart on your sleeve, I'm the kind of person if I mess up, I'm a man up and own it. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's really what it came down to. But I feel like when people started going to the media and started talking to the media and didn't know anything about it, that's what really hurt the situation. You know what I'm trying to say? If everybody sat down the team and figured it out, regardless if it was Eddie Hearn or people that was on social media or other people doing interviews behind closed doors, talking to people that don't even really know me, the information could have came out a lot more different. And I kind of went to my own shell, like, yo, F the world, F everybody, until I'm ready to come out, then I'm going to say and come out with the truth.
So that third test, then, what was that?
There is no third test. There's only 2 tests, is what I'm trying to say. So I'm trying to say, when the information comes out from media or not from the source itself, or we come together and say, this is the right information, here's the proof for it, stuff get disorientated, man.
With the HGH EPO thing,
yes.
When did that start?
That started. That was only 1 shot. It was a new proprietary blend, and that only happened maybe maybe 4 days before I got tested. That was the first time I tried it for my elbow. So, I mean,
it was for your elbow because you're saying this, but fans are gonna be like, "Come on, Jarrell, like your elbow, like really, bro."
Listen, I was sending articles on this stuff, man. I know doctors and people that would send articles to other promoters and tell them this is what it was and there's information on it. And like I said, man, I'm gonna reason a lot. Does it look like for HGH is helping you lose weight? Have I ever lost any weight in any one of my fights other than maybe 10, 50 pounds? Does it look like I want to lose weight? No. You know what I'm trying to say? People can make arguments to EPO, my stamina was great. But when it was a kickboxing, my stamina always been great. And I'm trying to say, I don't need that. I need any of that shit to beat AJ. You know what I mean? He's the one that had TUBs in England for so many years. I never had any. You know what I'm trying to say? This is the first fight I was going to try to do things the right way with VADA, and I come to find out this was one of the situations that didn't go the right way.
So when you did the thing for the injury,
correct,
did you know it was HGH EPO?
No, they told me it was a proprietary blend, and I didn't know what the components was, and that's the reason why I didn't do my due diligence homework on it. It hurt it so bad. It says, give me the strongest one you got, and let's see if it's going to help me heal. And like I said before, that's not what I originally failed for. So I'm trying to say, what I fell for was like nowhere on like anywhere that we could think of. So when I asked to get drug tests, that's when I came up. That's when I came back to. So I didn't fail for those two things. That's not what they That's not what they got me for. They got me for something that had nothing to do with the other. So like I said before, it was bad homework and research. And when you're basically kind of self-managed and self-promoted for a long time, like I was, I don't trust nobody. I do a lot of things on my own. I do my own homework, do my own research. But this is one of them kind of things. Now, when the stakes get higher and bigger, you got to bring somebody on the team that know what they're doing and can guide you in these kind of situations. So that's one of those kind of things, you know.
Because of this situation, there's like a cloud of suspicion now on your whole career. What do you make of all that?
I mean, listen, you can look at my past fight, look at my present fight. You can say I've gained weight, I've lost weight. Like I said before, everything that was taken is on an anabolic steroid. You have other fighters that have eaten meat. That was anabolic steroid. Other fighters that really took in testosterone. I didn't take no testosterone. That's not what I took. They can say what they want, but when I make my return, I'm 100% clean, everything by the book. What are they going to say after that?
I know some fans will mention that something happened in kickboxing, right? Correct, where a test came up as well, and they'll be like, well, because of that, it sets a precedent. Like, hey, Jarrell's always been kind of on the...
No, they're full of crap, because Jack 3D was a pre-workout that was sold over the counter from Vitamin Shop and GNC. You know, other fellow fighter, Dylan White, got in trouble for it. A lot of MMA fighters got in trouble for it. It was actually found out that the stimulant that was in Jack 3D wasn't really an endurance product or in the preparatory blend. It's really something that actually hurted the heart. It really added defects and made your heart beat irregular. So that's what our product was blend. So Jack 3D, if anybody knows Jack 3D, which is a pre-workout, it ain't nothing to do with anabolic steroids. So that's the reason why that came up. And the only reason why I got tested for that was it wasn't banned in New York, and it wasn't banned in like 30 other states at the time when I got caught. I fought in LA, and LA just put that on their ban list 30 days before I fought out there. And they threw that case out. So bad information, bad media, bad reporting. That's how it happens.
I would imagine, though, these last few months have been really difficult.
Hard like a motherfucker, boy. Hard. But like,
tell me a bit about it.
I mean, listen, man. You know, you work 15 years of your life to get somewhere, and then it gets snatched away from you like that, you know? So it's one of them kind of things, though, when you come from where I come from, I never had a perfect life. Nothing was never given to me. I always had to earn it. I had to go out there and take it. So, and the same information, how can I miss something that was never mine in the first place? So the main thing is just putting ourselves in the right position, earning our way back, dealing with it, and just educating ourselves on the process and just get better and better. Like I said, I'm a lot closer than what people think it is. You know what I mean? Because I know what motivates me, and I know that proving people wrong motivates me a hell of a lot. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get back in the mix. You know what I mean? Like I said, take my hats off to all the real fighters, regardless of me. Even me and Dylan White have talked to each other mad times. He hit me up. Cool, dude, respectful, wish me nothing to get back in the game. Even though he throw shade, he still wish me luck. Joseph Parker, Andy Ruiz, Tyson Fury, you know what I mean, Adam Kornacki. Fighters that we've all had our own exchange in the past, but when it come down to like the nitty-gritty stuff like this, everybody gotta keep your head up. Just get back in the game and get back in the mix, you know what I mean? But that's boxing. Anything can happen.
You seem positive with all this, but how did you get to this point right here where you're open, positive? Like, how did you manage to get to here?
How about a therapy dog?
Yeah, for real? What kind of dog?
So I always wanted to get an African Mastiff or a Prussia Canaria. So I bought a puppy, and I have my son around me all the time. And that's been around my dog all day. And I got 18.
That's why people have pets.
Man, I got 18 acres of land, and go outside in my backyard and just run on an ATV and play with my dog, and kind of this. I have a really big whiteboard in my wall where I write notes on in my office, and I just kind of like just jot down things and connect the dots and where we can fix it, where we can improve, and just really just jotting down ideas and just figuring stuff out and where we're going to attack at and where we're going to fix it. Really, just once like I said before, I always have the street mentality, right? Like if I'm going to go rob a bank and we make our minds up, I'm going in, guns blazing, and robbing the bank. But if I'm not made up, I'm not going to do it. So my mind, okay, when I come out and I start doing interviews, we can't do one interview. We got to come out, do all the interviews, start showing ourselves, start doing appearances, start talking to the fans, start just being ourselves again. Like, humble. It's not going to humble me. I ain't do nothing wrong per se, like in my eyes. Like this, I messed up. I'm going to do it like a man, but I'm still going to be Big Baby. Don't get it twisted. I still kick your ass.
So, you get the dog, you spend time with your family to kind of clear your head.
Correct.
You know, do you go through a state where you're just a bit depressed, a bit
sure,
on the dark side, or?
Damn, I gotta have all that money. I could have done this, I could have done that. But what is done, man. And you gotta look forward to the past. A lot of motivational speakers talk about, you know, coming from this and having downfall, but they come from a family that was well looked after. I come from the gutter. So for me to tell you, hey, listen, man, I know there's a brighter day coming. I came from nothing. We're here. Yeah, it means more. Somebody that's actually been in the trenches. So, like I said before, nobody's perfect. We're all gonna have our days. We're all gonna fall off sometimes. Nobody's perfect. No athlete you see on TV is perfect. But the question is how they deal with it. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, being an advocate for always being real was always my number one priority. And this is one notch on my belt to show the fans, listen, I'm real. And if something happened, I'm gonna own up to it. But when the time for me to get in that ring is, I'm a monster.
Fans are gonna appreciate you coming out and doing this and being honest and forward with it, but they're also gonna want all of us to ask you point blank, did you purposely cheat? Are you a cheater?
No, hell, never, ever. Why would I work 15 years of my life to throw down the drain? Never. You know what I mean? So like I said before, my next couple fights, you guys are going to say, you know what, we're going to see if a difference changes in his demeanor or his stamina or how he fights. And I know for a fact nothing going to happen. Kind of I ain't doing shit. You know what I mean?
I would say the way around it, I guess, to prove to people is to enroll in, well, that too, but to enroll in VADA.
Enroll in VADA, yes, exactly. So we start VADA in like a week or so. We're going to do 6 months straight of VADA and just get our tests clean and get back in the ring and do it the right way.
So this all happens. Andy Ruiz gets thrown in, and we saw what happened.
Correct.
You must have been thinking, oh my God, right? Like that could have been me.
Yeah, I mean, we're all going to think that way, but it's life, man. You know, you can't cry over spilled milk. Andy's a good dude. He deserved it. First Mexican heavyweight champ of the world. Hope he soaks it up. You know what I'm saying? But we're all fighters. We're all aiming for the one thing. Every dog has their day. Today's Andy's day. Plain and simple. Love it or hate it, that's boxing.
What was your when you were watching there, how did you react and what did you think?
I was like, damn, that could have been me. But, you know, animosity, jealousy breeds hate. I'm not a hateful person, is what I'm trying to say. So I let it go. Here, let it go, man. On to the next, man. Figure this shit out. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit there. Like I said before, I've done many things in the streets I'm not proud of, and you can't sit there and dwell on that. Hey, if I went out there try to put some money in the street and I licked it and come back the right way, I can't sit there and dwell on that. I got to go back and figure out how to make this money again. You know what I mean? So, same thing, man. It's different when you're self-made and street built. It's a different mentality. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different mentality. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of things, a lot of posh, uppity-up kids won't understand and don't get. But if you're from the gut and from the streets and understand where I come from, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. You deal with it like a man and figure out how to come back.
So what happened in the fight, in your opinion, do you think? Because there's been a lot of like rumors that Joshua wasn't right, that he didn't look right. What did you see?
Two shits of what happened. Joshua got his ass whooped. That's it. It's boxing. I'm not making. I'll be the last one to make excuses for him. So he got his ass whooped. My man, tortilla, beans and rice and taco was a lot stronger than his fish and chips. Plain and simple. Mexico all day. Belize, we see you, man. Andy whooped his ass. That's it.
Does the same thing happen in a rematch? Tyson Fury says that it's a bad matchup. Ruiz will always beat him. Yeah. Other people say no. That
like I said, you never know because AJ had him hurt. You know what I mean? AJ had him hurt. If he fights in the UK, he gets a lot. He gets a lot of things in the UK. He won't get away with America. You know, I think Dylan White knocked it on the head. So like I said, it's boxing. Anything can happen.
When do you get back in the ring?
We're aiming for hopefully late September, early October.
Is it still going to be with Matchroom, or is that relationship kind of because of what happened?
Yeah, I mean, the relationship. You know, I'm no longer with Matchroom at this point right now.
So they released you because of what happened?
Correct. But I'm also have other promotional disputes right now with Demetrius Leader and other promoters. But we're trying to figure out what's best for me. You know what I mean? At this point right now, I don't have one standing promoter. You know, but I think as a team, we're gonna figure out what works best for me, not for any other promoter. And as I said before, I'm my own promoter. You know what I mean? But even though Eddie was talking hella shit on camera, I still got love for the guy. You know, we've cracked and talked and break bread before. So I'm not like I'm mad because of the way he handled it, but I get it because he was emotional and a lot of money on the table and it was an opportunity blown. But I feel like, you know, when you are friends and you have people in this business, which is a small world, it takes nothing but a conversation to fix it, believe it or not, especially in the boxing game. So, like, I feel when the time is right, me and Eddie and my managers will have a conversation. And I know DAZN wants me back, and I love DAZN. I think they're a great platform. And we just work it out as men, plain and simple. I'm a man. You know, I ain't kissing nobody's ass, point blank, period. So I'm trying to say, We all mess up. All of us cheated at one point with their girlfriend, right? I don't know about that. I'm just saying,
Don't be outing people there. Don't be outing people there.
Hey, motherfucker, I ain't perfect, you ain't perfect. Okay, man. I'm just saying. They ain't put you in front of a cookie in the cookie jar. But, no, man, it's just life, bro. It's life, man. And I feel as human beings, man, we got to be real with one another. You know what I mean? Listen, man, it's plain and simple.
When you're walking around here in Vegas or walking in New York and a boxing fan comes up to you, like, what interaction have you been getting from them, and what do you tell them?
New York is the best. Brooklyn is the best. Queens is some of the best fans in the world because we're just so raw. Yeah. It's like, yo, big baby man, I'm a curse for a second. Hold on. Okay, yo, big baby man, I fucking love you, man. You fucked up, dude, man. We had you running, but we know how we do, champ. You know how the streets still love you, man. Let's come back and handle business and knock these fools out, man. We got you. I appreciate it. I'll be back, you know what I mean? So that's the kind of love I get everywhere, you know what I mean? Even when I'm in my own neighborhood, Bed-Stuy, I'm in Jamaica, Queens, Rosedale, that's the kind of love I always get, you know what I mean? So people that come from the gutter understand the struggle. They understand falling off, they understand to get back, they understand climbing the ladder again, you know what I mean? And one of the situations, when I do come out with my book and a movie, it's going to be nice and juicy.
On a final note, what do you want to tell the boxing fans out there in terms of you coming back and wanting to get a second chance from them? What do you think is important to convey to them for them to give you that second chance?
The main thing is that if you're perfect, then I guess you're closer to Jesus. None of us are perfect. We all go through trials and tribulations in life. The question is proving to the fans, doing everything by the book, getting it done the right way, and asking for help. I feel like if I had got some of the help I did ask for, things could have went a lot different. But now I'm fixing things on my team, whether it be promoter or manager, that can help me, guide me in the right way behind closed doors and in front of the cameras.
Jarrell, thank you so much, man. It's great seeing you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, baby.